Yeah. So what does painting means to you today in 2050?
I think it saved my life.
That's sweet. It saved your life. So what is your best selling painting? Yes.
Why I also decided to do an art school thanks to my mom, because she actually saw something in me, like mothers. And yeah, I never understood why also the teachers told always it's not about the product, it's about the process. And I think now I understand because of this reason.
This is the reason of process to go through the art, I guess.
Yeah. And obviously you need to make a finished piece, because there are moments where painting can be awful, even though when you're a really good painter, obviously.
Exactly.
And don't think that your life finishes tomorrow, because the ones that think like that, actually, they live like they're already dead.
Exactly.
I personally really like to teach, but I have some friends that are really artistic, and they would hate it. I mean, the teaching informs me. Really believe in yourself.
Exactly.
You need to speak with something that's higher than you. And I'm
Does it okay to share your income or anything like this?
In terms of painting, because you always have to solve a problem when you paint. And the only thing that changed.
Yeah. Let's talk about Art Studio 10. So who is the founder? So who is the founder of Art Studio 10 basically?
Like, they give you such an impression of reality, and then you go close and they look like an abstract painting.
Wow.
Painting needs to give you emotions at the end of the day.
Exactly. So
nature gives you a lot of answers, and it teaches you how to make the right question at the right time. So you need to have a strategy where you can build some evergreen collaborations, which means that you ask famous people to come over, you have a good space, you go to an exhibition, you try to make a photo with somebody, you post it, you do a drawing, you post Nitram, you do a painting, you post the oil brand, and then you maybe call them if you ask them to do collaboration. Maybe they say yes, maybe they say no. You wear maybe some good jacket and you made a painting out of it and you tag Dior. This is really necessary to do today.
Exactly.
Meet Giannina Melloma, an artist from Florence. In this EP, you will learn about her after-study work, Florence art culture, art studio-based practice, philosophy, and 75 minutes vibrant discussion of this global art show first episode. So let's start.
Good evening, everyone. Finally, unofficial art show online platform moved to the international level. We will introduce with you a new international artist or personality, art activist, or any person you want. You will give me a comment. I will get some points to introduce with you a new person. All right. So today we have very special guest from Florence. Am I right or not? Okay.
Yes.
So yes. So our guest name is Giannina Melloma. Am I right to spell your name accurately?
All right. Correct. You actually, the surname, you spell it correctly.
Okay, that's great. So unofficial art show new chapter begin with international level, and we name this a series of videos global art show. So from the next couple of week, you will get a new podcast through our channel. So keep watching and comments and share as well. So learn, listen, and express your art, feelings, and thought through our new guest. So let's learn about some new interesting journey through Giannina artwork, her practice as well. So at first, I want to introduce with you Giannina. So please, Giannina, could you please tell me about a short description which is related with your art journey and yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay. Hello, everybody. So as you introduced before, I live in Florence and I'm studying already for 10 years now. I moved when I was 19. I'm 31 now. I started very young and I started in a different school. I didn't start from life. The first school I ever did was coping photographs in a very hyperrealistic way. And then time by time, I moved to just paint exclusively from life. And I did different schools here. The last one I did was the Florence Academy of Art. I'm sure you know about it.
Yes, it's a private school, I guess. Or
yeah, it's a private international school. Exactly. Yeah.
School. Yes.
and they give you a very, very good foundation on figurative art. It's a great school. And now, after graduating, almost, yeah, I would say 4.5 years ago, I decided to open my own space with Martha. She's the other collaborator and painter in the studio. And yeah, we just paint and teach here. It was a really nice flow. After leaving the school, we decided to just spend a year researching painting, getting better at it. It's a long process. Also, doing a school as harsh as Florence Academy, because you paint a lot of hours. It's a really tiring school. You need at least a year to keep painting and doing the same thing. And yeah, you really need to continue the momentum, understand also what you've learned in order to let everything ferment in you. So that was, I would say, pretty crucial and necessary. And now we're also changing the style a little bit. So I'm personally also interested in using different tools right now after so many years of painting from life. So I'm rediscovering drawing from imagination. I'm rediscovering photograph. Actually, it's also a really great tool. If you know how to paint from life, photograph could also be.
You are using photograph as a reference, I guess.
Not now, not because I'm exclusively painting for my school and for my classes. So I need to get a lot of material, and I need to paint from life, because what I'm teaching is to understand and to know and to get acquainted with the language of translation from life. So that's a very specific thing, and I need to train myself in that. And I mean, it depends, because there are some different schools of thought, because some people really say no, photograph is the worst thing you can do. But I feel like if everything is done with great intention, then the tools you're using are not really a big matter. You know what I mean? But it's necessary that at least 3 or 4 years you just paint exclusively from life, because nature gives you a lot of answers, and it teaches you how to make the right question at the right time. And it really teaches you a coordination that you will never get from photograph, or you will get in a very slow way. I don't know, it's because it's a passive thing at the end. Or you are super expressive and you already have a very creative mind and you don't care about that. But it's like with music.
Yes.
There are people that never have to do lessons, like gypsies, and then they can improvise and then can play maybe Chopin and Mozart after that. But there's the other way around, where you carefully have to do your scales for years and years and years, and then you're ready for improvisation. There's different types of.
So basically you are preferring the live model. Am I right? Live model painting rather than doing photograph copying.
Exactly.
Anything like a still picture.
Yeah.
And basically live model is all about the lively thing. We are from German Dutch. Am I right? You are a German Dutch.
Yes.
So what was your journey back to then 18 years ago? You are from there and now you live in Florence.
No,
and everything goes around and comes around. What is going on exactly?
No, I was born in Italy. So
okay.
On a small town on the lake, Lake of Como, Lake of Garda. It's one of those lakes. My lake is called Lago Maggiore, close to Switzerland. That's where I'm from. And I never really lived in Germany. I did a really normal, life. I drew since I was probably 5 years old. I drew a lot all the time. That's why I also decided to do an art school, thanks to my mom, because she actually saw something. I mean, like mothers are.
She's supporting you a lot, I think.
Oh yeah, I have to thank her at the end.
Okay.
I mean, she said she saw, because I was drawing like Escher. I was drawing a lot of Dürer when I was really young, like even 11, like 10, 11, 12. I drew this kind of complicated drawings and I enjoyed it so much, and she saw something, and then thanks to her I finished. After finishing the school, I just could go and move to Florence.
It's really good. It is really good introduction, basically. Okay, you are talking a lot, and precisely you are saying about what are you doing, your 18 years, then after 31. All right, very interesting. So we already find out the answer. What drew you into painting, basically? Did you want to follow classical painting from the day one?
So yes, I was very into figurative painting a lot since I was really, really young. and also really into landscape as well, and into portraits. So I just really, really, really like that, just to express things through just images, basically. But I also believe that behind any figurative work there is some great abstraction going on. I don't know how to say that without being superficial, but an image is made out of tones, lines that at the end are arranged, patterns, right? And you could also kind of use any type of subject and design and exaggerate things. And it makes, the point is you need to get a better image than reality.
That's the point, exactly. It's really good.
Yeah. Painting needs to give you emotions at the end of the day.
Exactly. You find out your style or not?
Yeah, I think I find for sure a mannerism that came out for sure out of my weaknesses and the will to destroy my weaknesses. I don't know if you understand me.
Yes, mannerism, the artism, the mannerism, a specific part, I guess, artism. There are different artism.
Yeah.
You're talking about artism, the specific mannerism part, I guess.
Yeah,
okay.
But it's more of a result by default of a research that happens when you strive for something that's bigger than the style.
All right. So do you follow any specific artist style or anything to improvise your ideology to paint something new or go through the classical part? Okay. So who is that artist?
I really, really, really like the color decisions and the color research of Vuillard, which is a French painter. I really, really like what's happening there. I like it a lot, Degas. I really, really like Gauguin. The artist research is quite astonishing. And yeah, I mean, they're really great contemporaries also today. Yeah.
Yes.
Like Boremans and all those people. I also like this darkness that's going on into contemporary painting as well. But I still think that my favorite moment is when Impressionism became a little bit more expressive and almost deviate a little bit from this creating the impression of just the atmosphere, you know what I mean? But goes beyond and becomes maybe a bit symbolistic. But even those paintings where you look at them from far and they give you like such a, I don't know how to tell, like they give you such an impression of reality, and then you go close and they look like an abstract painting.
Wow. It's like a great explanation, basically. It's a great explanation. Yes. Let's talk about Art Studio 10. So who is the founder? Who is the founder of Art Studio 10, basically?
So it's Marta and me. We both founded it here.
Okay.
It's born in this place, and it will also survive. Yeah, absolutely.
Please go on.
Okay, so I have to turn the camera. Oh. Okay, so I can show you from the beginning.
All right.
So this is the entrance. We are actually in a historic studio. We have our casts. This is a self-portrait. We have some paintings hanging. Yeah, these are some books. We have here our still life, little wonder camera here, full of different things. Here we have portraits. This is my self-portrait. And this is Martha. She's the other one that works with me.
Okay.
And this is the room where we paint.
Wow, it's a very good setup, I think, with some models.
This is a historic studio, and the light is from north. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but these ceilings are like 7 meters high.
7 meters, it's huge.
Yeah,
7 meters,
it's really big.
Really big.
Tomorrow we are actually having portrait club. That's why we set up this background, because we are trying to do something with color tomorrow. So on Saturday we usually do like fun exercises.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another figure. This is actually a preparatory drawing for a painting in the academic style. Yeah, and that's it. And these are the easels. Usually we have our students here. And this is another wall where we just have our paintings that we paint in the studio just from life. we just mainly paint from life. And this is experiments we do from different ex-studio mate. And I can show you upstairs. We have a little room, and now we have a residency going over. We have people over painting. Posso entrare? Posso entrare a disturbarti? Ti riprendo, lui c'ha un canale YouTube. Vai. Ok, and they rented this place. Oh wow, ma che roba, raga, che bravi. Diciamo.
Oh wow, great. It's a still life, I guess.
Yeah, this is a still life.
Oh wow, great.
Cool.
So what is the frame size?
100 by 70.
Oh wow, I think it's a big size. Big size. To
Yeah,
sheet paper.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah. And we store our things here. This is from up the view.
Oh wow, the upper bird's eye view is pretty good. You know.
Yeah.
The whole thing is one eye, and it's a focus. It's very good, good position. You should draw something on that area or try to.
Oh, that's so true. That's absolutely true.
And it's gonna be very amazing as well, because you will find out the full view and some story you want to introduce on your canvas. It's really great, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. We have to work on that actually. Oof, I'm just putting my head where the light is, so it's not creating weird light.
It's okay to you are already visible, transparent way. Okay, so it's okay.
That's good. That's good.
So I think
after this, because I'm not sure if we're gonna stay in Florence forever, but we also want to move online. So we see, because the important thing is to be connected with people, and you can totally do it wherever you want. And we decided 2 years ago, after painting 2 years here, to just open up to do some teaching, but also in a professional way. And then we had this idea of starting a professional online course. So we hired a team with very, very, very nice equipment, very nice cameras and light. And we did like this online course. Okay. And now we're also using our own streaming systems. So also we're getting better with the technology, which I can tell you, it wasn't easy for me because it's really complicated.
If you need any help from long distance, I will provide you any information related with online, because I am already doing my stuff online around 2 or 3 years. So I have a little bit experience as well. So if you need any help in Facebook to grow your YouTube channel or anything else to grow your community, it's gonna be blast for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. We just started with YouTube actually. So but the goal is with Studio 10 is also to create like because Florence is an art place. People come here to consume a very specific idea of painting, of learning to paint. But it's still, even though it's so specific and it kind of repeats itself, you can totally tell when a painting is done in this Florentine style today. I mean, this brown school, which is just kind of there are like little bit of French Academy inside, and there's a little bit of Swedish, the limited palette from Zorn. There's a little bit of it's a little bit of a mashup, but a good one. And we just thought that something that's really missing here is, a place that is a little bit more open as well, and open to other forms. We probably also gonna have over like a Japanese ink artisan. We really want to.
Are you talking about some materials differences from there and other places? Okay.
Yes, exactly. We want to match that. And we want to create also a lot of communication and a lot of exchange, actually, and also art residencies from different parts of the world. We just want to open up and just share and exchange. And also doing our lessons, which in Florence, that's the main income, let's say, because people come from all over the world to learn this type of painting. So it's basically getting... using one big source and then spreading it out,
Yes, in different areas, online, digital, your courses to record, studio, everything, I guess.
Yeah.
The materials as well.
And hopefully reaching people, which we want to reach as many people as possible, and we want it, the doors are open, so whoever wants to come and have a look and talk to us, inform us or organize something, we are really, really open.
Okay. So what is the exact ticket price for online courses? This is a big shout out for you
Yeah.
who want to enroll an online course from your website or really want to know about classical painting. You will definitely check out the description box. Everything is put down there later on the video, and you will find out the every single link. So if you want to join the online courses, you're always welcome. So please express about your courses or anything is special that you already providing, your newsletter as well.
Yeah. We have a newsletter, we have a Patreon, but we still have to upload stuff there. It's just really, really new. But what we do mainly now is teaching in person here, and we offer 1 week courses on different topics. And we are really open to what we do is to see what the person wants and needs after what we saw, obviously.
Exactly.
And we're gonna be like very subjective, but to a certain point, because we are made out of flesh, and to get better you need time. We have this materialistic realm in which
you need some good experience as well. Yes, day after tomorrow it will be improved. So what is your ticket price, your courses, your course price?
So we charge, depending on the course, live 490 a week and 550 depending on the course. Because
Euro, yes, it's definitely Euro. I understand. Am I right?
Euros.
500 Euro, 50 Euro. Okay.
Yes. And then we also charge for the online course. It's gonna be. I have to contextualize. The online course is a very, very dense mentorship. Basically, it's almost like a coaching where we are in constant connection with the person that wants to engage in it. It's basically a transformation program where the person that wants to start it, basically we do a call first, because we really want to know who we have in front, because some people maybe they have different expectations, and we want to avoid that.
Yes, exactly.
So, and we basically help people first to organize the studio at their homes, and so that's the first step, to understand what we can tell them about the light, how to better the light, because a lot of people don't know that. And then we help them finding out a program that suits them. So because we had somebody that was really interested in taking the course because she wanted to paint a portrait for her friend. So she was more interested in portraiture, and she saw values and colors really well, but her weakness was the drawing. So we gave her a lot of exercises, let's say, that helped her in that specific weakness, in order then for her to get better at that specific thing. And obviously we give them exercising and how to look at paintings. We give book recommendations, because that also is not to underestimate.
All your materials, I will interrupt you for a second. Okay, so all the materials you are provided are PDF version or the hard copy version?
No, we just provide, we don't provide books. We have a little thing that we can send, but we provide it via PDF. Then we have pre-recorded videos.
Okay. So you have recorded version of course. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's not a live. It's not a live class. Basically, it's a recorded course.
No.
Okay.
No. There are around 40 hours of recorded course about basically anything, from color mixing to palette mix, like flash tones, to organizing a palette, to portraiture alla prima, still life. We have a long still life, we have figure, and we have some Russian. We have a Russian friend that helps us with the construction from inside out. It's a kind of a different style, and that's one part. And then we have live critiques, each week 2 critiques, and then we have a live lesson, which it's basically painting along the student, and really answering any question they have. Or sometimes we paint along the same project as the student at home, and that's it basically. And then we have assistants all week long, so they can send us an email. It depends on the person. Sometimes we use Telegram because it's super nice, or we use email. Some people like email. We don't do a lot of phone because then it becomes too personal, Yes. But Telegram is a good in between to be in constant touch with this person. And also it's very limited spots. We can have I would say 4 to 5 people yearly for that.
Okay, so you were enrolled around 45 people.
4
45,
to 5, not 45.
4 to
4 to
5
5.
only. So how much
For-
charge, how much fees you are charging
So
for per
it
student?
depends. Also, it depends because depending on if they choose the 6 weeks one, then we can also have until 10,
So
12.
let's talk about
But
6 week one. How much price
uh,
for 6 week one?
it's 2,500.
2,500. Okay, that's great.
Which it's basic. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, we learned in a school where we did like trimesters, and we are kind of getting inspired from that and the dedication that it takes. I mean, the hours we put in, we work for each person a lot of out of the hours that are
Yes.
officially written. That's the thing. So it has to be like that because we invest a lot of time and money for that.
Exactly. So you are basically providing a quality, not quantity. It's a really
Yeah,
great
that's
thing.
why
It's
we can't
really
take
great
more than
thing.
10 people.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, we believe because the persons that did it with us, I remember we had this client from Australia, and she was telling me that her co-workers looked at her and they asked her why she was looking so good and why she was so happy all the time, because that she felt so good seen, and also, you know,
She
felt
feels
really
better, I guess.
warm.
She feels better, I guess, to draw, to
Yeah, she
paint
felt
anything.
much better.
Feel better.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she felt that her painting was going well.
Okay.
And also sometimes they feel overwhelmed because we ask our people to work, and the
Exactly.
people that come to us, usually they are people that want to do formulas like the ones that are here in Florence.
They really want to,
like,
yes, they basically really want to learn how to paint. Exactly. The hardcore
yeah, but they
people learn painting or paint related
yeah
thing. The genuine person.
they don't know how to do that. The thing is that because we did this school here in Florence, we learned so many things that make your life easier in terms of just problem solving and also work ethic. It's all things that you need a community in order to you know to do it, and
Exactly.
not everybody has that, especially a lot of people maybe have a family, they have a job. So we are trying to really do the impossible and make those people believe that they can do it.
Exactly.
So it's also a very psychological thing. We
That's a
give
great
them. That's why I also call it mentorship and coaching, because a big part of it is just also encouraging them. Because at the end, it's a very practical thing. But you know how it can suck if a painting doesn't want to come out, and how hard it can be if you have another life, you have a job, you have children, you have a
Yes, yes,
baby.
exactly.
So you quit, and that's why. And our level is really high. So that's why we decided to do that. It was also to experiment a niche that really doesn't exist, and
So
it's
what
also
is, yes,
yeah.
I interrupt you again. So what is the age range? What is the exact age range for your course?
So we had
Who exactly
people
join
that
your
are.
course right now? Exactly which number? Which age
So we have
area?
people from 30 to 35 until the oldest one was around 65 maybe.
665 years age
Yeah,
people join with you the
the
most
oldest.
commonly, I guess. The oldest people. Okay.
The
So,
oldest. That's not the
okay.
most commonly. We have around like 40, 45, but we have like also very young people that write us. Yeah. We have a lot different people, but the younger ones, they want to come here. They want to come in person to the
Okay, in
studio.
person. Okay. Talk about some different questions and try to try to understand about your expression to related with classical and experimental painting. Okay, so I'll ask
Yeah.
you some question related with this topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's start with your motivation. Exactly, you
Okay.
are already go through a partner to open up in studio, but you are not going alone to
No.
paint. Am I right? So
Yeah, and
so what is the motivation behind it exactly? You are
so
creating a
for
studio.
sure.
Yes, yes.
So I think there are different things. Obviously, before moving to Florence, actually, my motivation to be a single artist was there. I think just you know, um, sometimes you have to, how to say, you have to create some transitions that are necessary, because sometimes you confront yourself with very big things and that sometimes scare you, and you just have to ride the wave how it comes, right?
Exactly.
And it gave me a lot of benefits actually, but this is the desire to be my own artist, to have one day my own exhibitions in contemporary gallery is really big, and it's actually growing because of a lot of restriction that I have right now, because trying to organize a school is restrictive if your goal is to become a painter, but it informs other things. And the good thing is that we always have to deal with people and listen to people that have the big desire to learn a language. So, and I find this also really, really humbling, and it brings me down. It brings me always back in a very good place that I like. That maybe I would not have the chance to see if I didn't choose this path. Maybe as a professional artist, I will be now a little bit further, but I don't regret anything, because sometimes you're like, oh, I don't have time to do this because I have to do videos, do learn how to use a software, deal with the camera, do collaborations for PR, write emails, organize courses, and they are things that are really tiring, and they bring you away a little bit of energy that you could for sure invest in research. And sometimes I'm a child of these times, so I get stressed, and the stress doesn't really help to cope. I cope also in ways that are not maybe super healthy, like maybe sometimes I just do short-term things, like I consume maybe short-term things. I'm not doing like a big research right now, one that you would take
So
further into where
you are focusing
traveling.
in a specific area, am I right? And you have separate people to do their job
Yeah,
to
yeah. We
grow
have we are
Studio
like
10, I
we
guess.
have a team. Yeah, we have a team, but still, I want
How many
everything to
members
work.
on your team, and I think you pay them separately or not?
We are four.
Okay, you are four to do all these sorts of job, I guess.
Yeah, we have somebody that does more the social media. Then we have some people
Okay.
that write. We have somebody that writes. Then paint, and then I also paint a certain thing better. Then we have somebody that helps us with photos. Yeah, so for
Great.
each thing we have something, and then I also sometimes pay professionals to help me. So, for example, I learned video making a little bit
Oh, that's
with a video
nice.
maker, and I don't want and I can't pay a video maker, because here they are really expensive if you want a
Yes,
good one.
obviously.
So
So
I
if you
yeah.
need any help to relate it with video or editing, then you will go with
Oh,
me.
absolutely, because I see
It's
I
gonna
like your
be.
channel. I really love what you do. So it will be a pleasure.
Do you watch my channel before? It's all about
No, I did.
Bangladeshi. Okay, okay, I will share with you the link. Some
Yeah,
sorts of artist biography, the specific editing and other things. The artist biography all around like 10 minutes. I think
yeah,
you will try to find out something which is related with editing. Okay, so let's
yeah,
move on the
yeah.
next part. Okay, so your studios offer classical artistic techniques and overall exploration of classical art, basically painting related,
Yeah,
still
yeah,
life, figurative.
yeah,
Am I right?
yeah.
So how is your community growing there in Florence,
Oh, there is a
surrounded with
huge.
your art and design studio, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
could you
So
please
actually,
explain something related with that view?
absolutely. So the we basically created our own community. We are mostly Italians as well. We have a few people that are from Romania, like mostly Europeans. And
Okay.
then we have our clients, they're mostly from the States and Australia and English speaking places. But the people that we always work with, or I mean, work with like as painters, they are all from Europe. So I find it an amazing thing in Florence, because as you know, Florence
It's a
is
cultural hub, I
colonized.
guess. Exactly.
Yeah, but mostly by English and Americans for painting as well. And yeah, so we are, I mean, we are actually proud of that as well, that actually just right
You're
now.
so lucky, I guess. Exactly. So we learn through internet, different books, journal, videos about Florence, and you are already living there. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a great
It's
thing.
such a melting pot. It is a great
Exactly.
place to live.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Like so many people come from also just a month or two. It's like unreal. That's why it's very peculiar. I would recommend to anybody to come. Really.
That's great. So how do you balance your classical art style with experimentation and flexibility to do any painting?
So basically, in my right now, I feel like that the thread that connects everything is observation. I know that sounds maybe pretentious or not original at all, but it's the process. Is when you're really aware of what you do, there's not even such thing as classical. It's just the way you work and you choose to work on different elements, of the painting.
Exactly.
Because yeah, I mean, we paint not just to paint pretty objects, but it teaches you, as we said before as well, a coordination. It teaches you a way of seeing, and even a way of speaking to yourself. It teaches you, yes, the language of observing, but it teaches you also new verbal language as well, because they're so interconnected. Really, it's magical, and that's why people are able, with constant and consistent training, to just transform in 2 or 3 years if they do it right. Even in a few weeks, it's possible. It's just, it's possible, but then obviously you need to continue, because 6 weeks are not enough, obviously.
Exactly. It's take a month, I guess.
But just to understand what painting is, because it's not really clear today. Some people really think it's just imitating. I don't even know. It's strange, because it's kind of like just copying the idea of the impression of the idea, sometimes. But in real, it's just like everybody can, in a way, become, or at least take out the most creative part if somebody tells them why to observe something and how to do it. So in that sense, it's an art that's accessible to everybody. It's just that some people feel the need to do that and others don't.
Exactly. So what do you find the last 115 years in this classical art era at present and the previous time? What is exactly you find out? Do you find any specific sorts of thing in techniques or philosophical background or anything like this?
So I find out for sure to be patient. It also sounds not original at all, but you really learn a type of patience that it's not even right to call it patience anymore. And it becomes, that also sound really cheesy and maybe terrible. It's like loving a material and giving profound attention to something. And that means that we are channeling our attention, and then we modify the material, but not in this mechanical way, not with a punch or with like a strap or with like force. It just comes because it's such a it's such a
you are just
gentle.
Exactly, gentle.
Yeah, it's a gentle but also very like
traditional
way.
You are prefer to go through the conventional way, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, that's the base. That's the base. Everything that will become out, that has a great outcome, has to go through this process. And then maybe if then your character, your emotions, your temperament, one day will tell you to do different. But it's
exactly,
you can do it greatly just because before you nourished this little part. It's like a tree that grows. Um, yeah, it's I really believe that there are objective processes that can't be questioned. And it's not to say that there is wrong or right. That's a different thing. That process changes for everybody, but there is something that is really the same for everybody. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
In
I
the
understood. I
process of
understood.
learning.
Yes, the process of learning, the technical way you are already go through, it's a conventional, but you don't find the specific changes. Am I right? People really
I do.
appreciate
I don't in the
this.
process. I
Okay.
don't in the process. I always ask myself the questions. The thing is that I became a better speaker and I became a better listener. And you know what I mean?
What?
In terms of painting, because you
Yes.
always have to solve a problem when you paint. And the only thing that changed, it's that I'm a better listener and a better speaker, meaning that when I have a problem to solve in front of myself, also my nervous system got better, my hands are better, my coordination is better, but I'm asking myself different questions. It's not about before, like I was really interested in painting a pretty object. I really wanted the thing to turn. And it's correct because at the beginning you need to make everything turn if that's your priority. But later on, your questions they change. You start to see the things from more far. It's like you're more interested in the whole. And then your technique also changes upon that. But it's not that the way of painting changes. That's what I mean. And that's what
It's a
my
great
process is.
explanation, basically. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's already clear the answer. So you have a proper studio setup. You do your paint overall activities and art residency.
Yeah.
So many things are connected with you right now. So how is the challenge is going on? And
Yeah.
you are doing so many things. So what is the exact challenges?
For now, for me,
Yes, for you, because you are
so
running as an artist and as a online course instructor, I guess. So what is your challenges right now?
for sure, as I said before, finding time to develop myself as a painter, but just in terms of subject matters and just experiment and give space to myself to make really bad paintings. Because sometimes when you are in the process of discovering something new, you have a moment where you don't
Exactly, you
do
have some
enough.
specific silent mind to exactly to do something.
You need that.
Exactly, it's every sector in our sector as well. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so
And now that's missing a little bit. But again, when I get maybe a bit sad because I want this freedom for myself, so that time it's in a way it's a desire for wealth because having time is such a precious thing. I just think about communicate what I've learned during these years, and not to sound like some over Christian or whatever. I don't want to sound like, oh,
you
I'm
mean
gifting myself. I'm just saying that
you are
this moment will
talking?
never go back. Where
Okay,
I have all these people coming here. This moment is rare. It's a special moment to have a place like that,
so
And
you
I'm sure in a few years I won't be here anymore. So for now, that's good. So I actually have to say that on any level, I'm really happy.
okay? So you are just enjoying your moment and your time.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
you are talking about some religious Christianity thing. So what is exactly that?
Oh, it's for sure make everybody enter and don't judge. I feel like that's one of
Okay,
the
so
best
it's an open
Christian
space
advices.
for everyone. It's not like a
Yeah,
religious
absolutely.
base, some rules, regulation to
Yeah,
do anything. It's an
yeah,
open-minded area, I guess. It's really
yeah,
nice. Great approach.
and also take away about yourself because we tend to be too egocentric sometimes.
Exactly. It's happening sometime.
Uh,
Do you
yeah.
integrate contemporary concern in on digital platform?
Like you mean politics?
No, no, no. A contemporary view of painting in digital
Ah,
platforms. You're already in digital platform through your website. So how does it help to
yeah.
you? How does it helps you to grow digital platform?
They help me because I can connect with somebody I will never meet in my life.
Okay. Does the
In that
studio?
sense,
Okay. Yes. So does the studio offer international students? International
yeah, yeah,
students? Are
yeah, yeah,
you are doing a job with international student for a collaboration or something else, or what is exactly
yeah.
it is?
So Well, we are doing some collaborations. I would call them collaborations. They're workshops, mostly with American associations. We have some private schools that are based in London. We are collaborating with,
Wow,
but
great.
everything is really private. And what we also do, we want to do it in the future, is to open up residencies for maybe people that are not super fortunate or are from other parts of the, of the globe. We had like also this North African, very young guy writing us if he wanted to come to study here. We didn't hear back from him, but that would be like the first case of somebody from another continent wanting to come to us to study. And that made us really, really happy.
Oh, wow. It's a great thing.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, that was really, really nice.
So exactly, there are a lot of stuff you are doing right now. So so everything is related with fund and money. I guess. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah, because we have to pay rent in Florence, and my own rent. That's the thing. That's why also, and a business is made out of a hierarchy, and you always have to start with the base, the thing that nobody really likes to talk about. So, but we have to be practical.
Exactly. So yes, it's practical as well, but it's cover everything. What are you doing, or
Yeah,
what
I
number?
mean, we have
Does it
better.
cover everything or not?
We have better months and months that are a bit more calm. But well, yeah, it's going all right. It can always go better. I mean, we just started out, and obviously, we had until now, I think, because we do this online course, and it developed last year. We filmed it, I think, and we had 3 people till now, and we also do a lot of online critiques, and that's also, if you want to talk practical, it's also good income.
Do you pay exactly? Do you pay online critics, or they just come on their own will?
Yeah, they come on their own will.
Okay. So
and they want to be critiqued by.
Does it okay to share your income or anything like this, or your overall funding in separate areas like online, offline, your studio, rent, everything? Do you want to share anything like this? It's okay if you're not sharing.
I want to be a bit private about it, but
Okay.
we have
It's okay. It's okay.
you can, yeah, we have around like, I don't know, 10 to 15 people coming for live. We had this year 1 client online, and then we do workshops in collaboration with Russian. These are the ones that do the best.
So do you charge? I can tell you. Exactly. So do you charge for the workshop or not? It's a free.
Yeah. I mean, we invited a very, very, very good Russian artist, and that makes money, because a workshop for a week, if you are like famous, you know how it works. You cannot charge around 1,200 a week, and usually they're full. So 8 people, 9 people. We had like
how many
9 people this year.
How many workshops you are arranging in a month or year? I think you have a calendar.
Workshops.
Yeah, I think
we have a calendar. Yeah, for 2026, we are arranging 1, 2, 3. We're arranging 4 workshops and 2 art talks. So yeah, it takes time to arrange it well. And
everything have a ticket price, I guess. You are charging individual workshop, art talk, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, I mean the art talks not, but the workshops, yes, because the artist charges mostly. So we are providing the space, and they basically bill a percentage. We give them a percentage. And so the point is also to become an institution that has, I mean, today we also have to be practical in this. Everything is based on followers. So you need to have a strategy where you can build some evergreen collaborations, which means that you ask famous people to come over, you have a good space, you go to an exhibition, you try to make a photo with somebody, you post it, you do a drawing, you post Nitram, you do a painting, you post the oil brand, and then you maybe call them if you ask them to do collaboration. Maybe they say yes, maybe they say no. You wear maybe some good jacket and you made a painting out of it and you tag Dior. This is really necessary to do today.
Exactly. Let's talk about your advice. So what is your advice for young artists all around the world? You are already experiencing art around 18 to 31 years age. So it seems like it's a 10 to 12 years duration. So you experience a lot of things. Am I right?
Yeah.
And you are going and you are running a very good, well furnished art studio and doing a lot of stuff which is related with art, such as like studio art practice, workshop, seminar, art talk, and you are already running online courses.
And then you always then have to paint good paintings, because that's also the main reason why.
It's really a lot of work, exactly. So this is not only happening in Florence, but it's also happening in Bangladesh. Although we have not that much huge culture such as like you to celebrate art or anything else. But yes, there are particular brand people, everything they do online, offline, such as like me, I'm doing online. I also coach student for their preparation, drawing. My practice is basically drawing base. So yes, it is happening. And in anyhow, I think Facebook algorithm connect us to share this experience as well.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and thank you again. That's
so
really
basically my study background was a sculpture. I completed my graduation, undergraduation, and post graduation from a renowned university from Bangladesh. And right now I'm practicing, but not that much. But yes, it's going on, exactly. So lastly you were talking about the Florence cultural city hub, everything. So it plays a very big role for your practice studio, everything. Am I right?
Absolutely. I mean, there is a reason why we chose Florence, because you can put out courses there and a charge, because people come to Florence for 30 years now because of the Florence Academy, because of there is another very good portraiture school, the Cecil. There are Russian schools. I mean, it's since I would say even 40 years, it's known for having those great ateliers, and a lot of wealthy people come. So there is like an inflation going on, let's say. It's a beautiful city. It offers so much. There is a very high level of living. So it attracts also a lot of wealthy people that want to celebrate themselves by giving the time to draw. There's a lot of also business people that come and they want to have fun, and they do like a 5-week workshop.
Wow, great.
That's kind of the vibe here.
Exactly. It's a diversity, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I could never sell a course that expensive live. I mean, for the online course, that's another thing.
So there are,
live sessions, I could never do that.
Okay, so you are talking about this is a culture in Florence. This is a culture basically in Florence to share art related activities, overall everything, and every artist have different studios, I guess. Have their own studio. They are doing their stuff online, offline, in the same way you are doing. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a few schools to do that.
So this is the cultural atmosphere in Florence for students and artists.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, so this is exactly the thing at present, how an artist grow, both online and offline.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. So
if you like to teach.
Exactly.
I personally really like to teach, but I have some friends that are really artistic, and they would hate it. I mean, the teaching informs me. It gives me a lot of energy. Sometimes it's really inspiring. Sometimes it's also hard.
Exactly.
But sometimes you meet this person, it is so, and then it gives you a lot of energy. But in general, to do the best advice I can give, especially today, is to keep calm, like to be calm inside and outside. I feel like that's becoming always the hardest thing to do. It's becoming harder and harder.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's so easy to fall for, oh, I'm too old. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. So you need to have a lot of.
You need some peace to deliver something new.
You need some peace.
Exactly.
And you need to believe in yourself. You need to really believe in yourself.
Exactly.
You need to speak with something that's higher than you. And I'm not trying to say speak with God, but you need to have this relation, because that helps you a lot. And also to not be afraid, I would say, to do big steps. And don't think that your life finishes tomorrow, because the ones that think like that, actually, they live like they're already dead.
Exactly. They live like already dead. So what does painting means to you today in 2050?
I think it saved my life.
Exactly. Oh, that's sweet. It saved your life.
Yeah, because when I paint, I feel really good with myself, with everything. Yeah, that's why I really believe also that studying is so important, because when you become passive, so you have a skill, you can allow yourself to become passive in what you do. But it's not because, okay, I phrase it in a bad word, but you can react, you can become thoughtful, but in a good way, reactive in a good way. And that's the best feeling ever, to have control of something that's made out of really subtle mechanisms. When you just it, I think it's just a thing that suits the brain. And when you do something and your body's at peace, your mind is at peace, and you focus, that's just the best feeling. It's really when you feel alive. And at the end, yeah, I never understood why also the teachers told always it's not about the product, it's about the process. And I think now I understand because of this reason.
This is the reason of process to go through the art, I guess.
Yeah. And obviously, you need to make a finished piece, because there are moments where painting can be awful, even though when you're a really good painter, obviously.
Exactly.
And you also you need a vision. You need to be bold. These are all things that I have nothing to do with technique.
Technique is a separate thing for artists, but when you are applying on your own way, it's a magical happen there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as you said, exactly. There is a very fine line. There is a very fine line.
Okay, so I will show you my website later on this video, yes, and you will explore something new. My art is basically minimalistic, abstraction, semi-realistic art form in different areas. Okay, so let's talk about some classical art training. Do you think classical art training still has a place in contemporary art world at present?
You mean in terms of being sold? In terms of selling?
In terms of selling and contemporary art practice as well. Such as like at present, there are a lot of artists who are doing different types of painting, but in a contemporary way, new materials, new techniques, their thoughts, and every single thing, such as like installation project or any sorts of painting, minimalistic art. But if we see some classical art or hyper realistic or realistic art, the emotion, the expression of painting, colors, thought, feelings, shadow, and techniques are really amazing and astonishing in every single area. So how do you feel exactly between to this lineup? Are you still doing the classical art, or you will move in the next couple of years in contemporary art practice?
Yeah, I would totally move in contemporary art, but by using what I've learned thanks to this classical training. I mean, at the end, we all paint today, so we are all contemporaries, even though we're using older techniques.
Exactly, but it's a classical era. It's kind of like a classical vibe or thing. Am I right?
Yeah, but when you need something, you need to start with something. When you try I like to divide it in different means. First, we have the biggest burden is the physical. To get our hands good at it, to get our coordination good at it. That's the first step. And for that, it doesn't matter what to do. You just have to do it in a good way. The second one is where things get really hard, where you have to, what most people say, you have to try to find your style. But actually, I think where most, it's not that it's not correct, but you have to, it's about observing. It's about observing nature, if you're interested in nature, to observing what you are really interested in, question yourself, and then after you will find the answers. I believe that, I don't know if there is such a big separation. The way they teach us, I mean, stuff looks classical because we use certain pigments, we use certain edge control. It looks like it because it's very technical, but if you're really going for it, you transform those mannerisms, and you, by using different materials, you make, with classical means, you become contemporary. I don't know. I don't really see like a big division in it, actually.
Okay.
I don't really see a big division. I mean, if you see, like, there is this artist, he's called Cesar Santos. You know him for sure. And like, he started out Like, he's the perfect example. He was an amazing, I mean, he is an amazing draftsman, but he was like an amazing student in Angel, and he basically can paint like Bouguereau. But now he's doing something super free, but by using his means. So he's like the perfect example for it. And obviously, you can also then do much less. You can maybe start super classical and then do big circles with black, and that they look. I don't know.
It's a bold thing, I guess. It's a bold thing on the big size canvas.
Yeah. It depends how curious you are as well, because a lot of people, maybe they make money with what they've learned in school, they develop, they became better technically, but you can tell most of those paintings maybe don't even tell anything. They are really empty.
The expression, the abstraction, overall abstraction. It's basically abstraction to understand anything from artist or other person.
Yeah, I mean, classical painting, the way they teach it to us, is already an abstraction, because the first stage is dividing big shadow with big light in a good way, and you need to choose a lot of information. You need to erase, you need to compress the values, you need to translate maybe some transitions in edges and remove completely the halftone in order to make it work. So these are already very bold decisions that abstract from reality. It's a translation, and that's already, I feel, that's already a way to make something.
It's already your idea. I understood. It's a really interesting discussion with you about art and art related fact and your journey and overall activities. Would you like to share about your highest paying canvas painting? So what is your best selling painting?
Yes. I haven't sold it yet, but it's a big figure.
It's really big figure. So do you want to share the figure? 14,000 euro.
Yes. No, my bad. Do you think? I'm selling her for 15.
15.
And I can send you the photo.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Send us the photo, then we will create a thumbnail for our podcast.
Absolutely.
Okay. So it's going to be really good. Okay. So this is your first selling painting or not? Or you are selling?
No, I mean, I sold like a portrait of somebody getting married. I mean, these are mostly commissions, and I had a few people interested in maybe works that I already made, but then they wanted to pay not enough. So for now, I don't want to make too many compromises.
Okay.
But for commissions, I do compromises, because it's not something that I choose, and I'm pretty quick at it. So yeah.
So you are doing commission work most of the time.
Yes, for now, yes.
So how?
Because I'm not really working now on my own image as an artist, because you need to put work in it.
Exactly. Some commercial type of work. Okay. So how do you figure out the price, the canvas size, or the price? How do you figure out? Or in your country, how artists figure out the canvas sizes and the prices of per painting?
So there are two ways. I mean, there is. You look around what people do in your area, and you kind of do it at the same thing. And I mean, there is the atelier style, then you have contemporary, and then you have the really, really high level contemporary where you sell for hundreds of thousands. So when you're talking about atelier style price, usually here in Florence, you could sell if you have maybe British friends, you can sell a painting for just a simple head and shoulders portrait from 1,000 to 1,800, 1,500, something like that. A portrait, 50 by 60, and then
it's a centimeter or inch. 50 by 16 inch.
50 by 60 centimeters.
Centimeter. Okay.
Yeah, like a life size, a head and shoulders. And then depending on the size, I mean, I have a still life that it's around 1 meter by 70, very colorful.
It's an oil or acrylic? What types of color?
No, I just painting oils right now.
Okay.
But I also want to start a little bit with acrylics, and this goes for I don't remember 1,700 or something.
17,000 euro or pound?
1,700.
700 pound. Okay.
So, or like a bigger composition still life, and the smaller ones go between. I mean, the small ones. I'm literally talking about sizes like this.
1824 inch, I guess. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can go around from 600 to 1,000.
So have there any international measurement to find out the painting price?
No,
There,
no, not at all.
not at
I have
all.
a friend that studied here, and he found a gallery, and he sells paintings for 30,000.
30,000 per
He's
canvas.
amazing. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, even for small work, like 30 centimeters by 20.
So it depends on you, basically. Okay, so it depends on you and your face value, I guess.
Yeah.
How much price you are setting for your canvases, your sculpture, portrait, and other commission work.
Depends on you, but it also depends, obviously, which gallery are represented by.
Okay.
If you had group exhibitions that are interesting, if you ever had like an article, I mean, you have to do the work in order to start a little bit. It's not that it happens like that.
Okay.
Because there's so many good painters out there. There are so many good painters.
It's really hard competition all around Florence.
Yeah.
And
but even
you have to pop up the area. People should know about you. People will definitely know about you, your appearance, everything.
You can,
I guess.
You can either find a patron or you have to do the work and go to galleries.
So how an artist find out his or her patron?
Oh, luck.
It's all about luck.
You go to the good galleries. You have to have charisma, I guess. I'm sure in Florence it's easier because there are so many Americans and English people coming to do that, and Americans also love local people that paint. So maybe if you're a good-looking man, it's really easy to find. No, I'm kidding. No, but you know how it works.
Exactly, I understood. So it's all about your charming, your appearance, your expression. Show yourself, showcase yourself, your smartness as well.
Yeah. those things they rule this forever.
It's happening everywhere in the world to find out that commission work or your appearance or whatever we say. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's happening everywhere.
And always you have to make great paintings. I mean, the things are two. So you have to work a little bit on your persona, make great paintings, and then go out there and don't be afraid. You need to talk to galleries. You need to have a portfolio that's coherent and go to 10 or 15 galleries and present your work. Go
to show your portfolio. Talk to people to showcase your portfolio to gallery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without the fear of having a no. That's the thing. Don't be sad if somebody says no, because that's unnecessary pain.
I already have a commission work already in my home studio, but I am not living in my home studio right now. So I will give you some sorts of videos and upload a video.
Yeah.
I have a plan to upload a vlog basically about that sculpture. Yeah. It's not that much, but it's okay in Bangladeshi context because it's a lot of difference between Bangladeshi taka and Bangladeshi currency and European currency. It's a huge difference.
Yeah.
But it's a really big size work. I will show you some videos of that work.
Yeah, please.
And thank you so much, Jenny, for your time and your passion to engage with this podcast and different type of experience with you. And yes, everyone, please comments on the comment section, and we will see. Let's see what happens if we arrange some second episode of this podcast. And until then, thank you so much, everyone who really show passion to watch this podcast and listen everything. And please share Jenny's experience. And if you want to join or enroll her online courses, then you will definitely know him. And yes, everything is put down on comment section. And yes, for today, we will say goodbye and thank you so much again for your time and patience. Okay, Jenny. So this is all about